plug the Small Shop LA here at 215 West 6th Street. Shout out to my man Joel for letting us use this space. We got my man B in here on the board. We got a very special guest. I'm gonna let you tell him who you are.
I came with Navvi Upside, man. I appreciate you for having me. How you doing?
Couldn't get a call from your host, so why y'all keep calling a nigga? My baby, her smile is outrageous. My ego conflict with relations. I tell her she need to have patience, cause deep down she know I ain't changed. Quicksand got me lacking. I'm going under, feel like asthma attacks. Back to back, well back and forth, money stacking north, feeling just ain't. If you a pill popper or a seal popper, put the pills back and close the seals back, cause that's suicide. But we all sinners, nigga, who is I? Nigga, who is I? I flex up on niggas.
So, you know, just to kind of give a little bit of a summary on who, you know, Navvi Upside is. You're coming out of Chicago.
Yes.
You've had 2 official projects.
Hey, look. Pull up in your city like I run this bitch. All my brothers banging like them drummer kids. What? Never switching lanes, I knew which one to pick. Hot nigga, heat waving, feel like summer's here. 511's on, I got them bitches car. When they thought success, my nigga, they pictured us.
I want to back up a little bit real quick because I want to talk about Humble Park because you were in Chicago then, right?
Yeah.
Run me through a little bit of just kind of like what the scenery was like then, especially like in that time, in that place. How old were you then?
23.
Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, man, the scenery was a little different because at that point, like, I hit this point where I had friends on both sides of the fence, if that make any sense. So, like, my family, you already know, you know me personally, so you know a lot about me, but my family is a little bit more, like, in the streets and, you know, in their lifestyle, but I was able to kind of branch out and be around these more effective people who into art and different fashion and all that shit like that. So, you know, at that time, I was balancing those 2 lifestyles and kind of pulling from my environments and just talking about what I was looking at.
We was talking on the way here earlier. I was saying, I feel like your style is a lot like, kind of like water, where it's like, you know, you kind of take the shape of the container or in the aspect of like the record, you know, the instrumental, you kind of, the approach will be, you know, it'll match the venue. You know what I mean? And so I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about, you know, how you kind of developed some of your nuances and just stylistically where you came from, especially like with that inspiration, you know, that deep heritage of Chicago, and especially, you know what I'm saying, like you were saying, your real life, you know, motives and stuff.
So as far as like Humble Park specifically, that sound just came from, I want to say a lot more of like questioning why I was making the decision I was making. And like, no matter how far you try to run from like your foundation where you come from, you find a way to get back to it somehow. It always, it's gonna be a part of you no matter where you go. So that was kind of like the feeling and the vibe. It was kind of like Humble Park was me running in circles trying to figure out how to get out of my situation, if that makes sense. But talking my way through it in a way. And then as of late, Quicksand was more of like, I made it out of Chicago and I'm in LA now about the time.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that it's great that you said that because I wanted to kind of segue to that point where it was like everything came to a head. You know, the big things, you know, kind of the highlights. You talk about like, you know, Red Porsche, Involved, Sunken Place. You know, we talk about some of those big records and getting some of that traction. Take me through a little bit of that timeline and kind of how that flowed and led us up till now where you just dropped this, you know, crazy new single. It's like you grew up, you know, as an artist. So yeah, break me down through that time and what that was like.
Wow. The first single was Porsche. And Porsche came from me just talking about the idea of going from a city to LA and having this dream like, oh, I'm going to LA and I'm about to get a bag and get in the whip and do this and that and that. And you get here and it's like, chill. You know what I mean? So it was kind of playing on that, but it was a dope track. So we started with that because people just like naturally fucked with it. But it honestly wasn't even my favorite song from Quicksand.
Hopped off the porch. Whoa. Then I went and copped a new Porsche. Gucci slides with the socks, yo. Shit look kinda good from the top, dog. Look, I run my life like a business. Louis V back for my 20s. 458 for my baby. Mama don't even got me no kids. Yeah, banking a comma for interest. Duplicate that for my interest. Fuck boys and me don't exist. Primo got me go so lit.
My favorite song, QUICKSAND, was Sunken Place.
Right.
And that came when Sunken Place came just when my grandma passed in September of last year.
Emo trap niggas a gentle place. She want me take her on dinner dates. Won't chill with no hoe at no dinner table. That's my idea of a sunken place. She gon' end up in a drunken state and I don't have time. She was never on my mind. Ay. But lately I've been having time. Ay. Cause I do everything on my time. So why not? Ay. I take a sip, then another sip. I started feeling tipsy. I guess we bout to dip. Moving to the loft. You gon' take it off. Let me take it off. I've been on another level. Diamond bezel, chain wearing. Young nigga, tryna get it. I've been out here living on my own. I'm on my own. I hold my own. I hold my own.
And if anybody knows me, you know, like I grew up with my grandma being like the closest person to me type shit. But she was going through a lot and sick, so, you know, prayers up. I know she's up there chilling now, so it's cool. But I went back for her funeral, and when I got back, that was the first time I was in the city and realized like people from the city were now starting to like pay attention to everything. Not everything I'm doing, but you know, you starting to feel more people, yo, what's going on? Where you at? I see you here, da 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 da.
Not just following, engaging.
Yeah, engaging more. But then you got those people who like females and stuff like that who hit you up who you ain't talked to in a minute, and you know, that type of deal. So when I got back here, I came up with Sunken Place, just talking about how you can get caught up in dating these, or just being in these crowds of women or whoever it is, and get lost in the idea of just partying and hanging out without actually like connecting with somebody, whether it be because of drugs or alcohol or whatever the vice is, you know what I mean? So that's where Sunken Place came from. And then what came involved? Involved is a freestyle. Low key, people don't even know that. That whole song is a freestyle.
No cap.
No cap.
Bitch. Yeah, ay, she wanna get involved. Ay, she come through, I rip it off. Yeah, she know I got money now. Ay, oh, but I cannot spend it all. Wait, I got some shit to handle. Yeah, I got some shit to take care of. I got a family to love. I got some family on drugs, leaning the Xannies and stuff. Ay, one girl just can't be enough.
You know, talk me through a little bit about, you know, this record, Benz. It's obviously, you know, a hit. The people love it. I love it. It's real fun. It's just, it's hype, it's fun, it's swag. It's like for the ladies, but also at the same time. So like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can turn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just talk me through it.
I made Benz when I was in Jersey. Shouts out to my boy Andy Raps. He had me out there on the label meeting, and we was just, I think he had something to do during that day, but he was playing beats, working on his album, and I was out there trying to like help him come up with new vibes for his album, and I heard that beat play, and I was like, bro, like, you gotta do this. People won't expect it. It's gonna be hard. It's someone, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to convince him, but he wasn't really sold, I could tell. But anyway, we started like writing to it, and I was writing that hook, like, I'm gonna pull up in the Benz, that whole little part for him, because I wanted it to go on his album, but he was like, you just do it. So I walked in the booth and I was like, sing it like this, and he played the beat, and I started singing it. He was like, bro, this your song. He's like, you might as well just take it and just take the song, it's your song. I was like, all right, for sure. So I went to sleep, and we had the meeting the next day with the label, like in the afternoon. So I'm like, damn, I want to finish that song that we was working on last night. You know, like, girls was in the studio last night vibing to it already. So I'm like, there's got to be something there. So I woke up at like 8:30 in the morning, you know, be up early as fuck. Went upstairs. When I say like 2 p.m. came around and I finished the whole song, I look outside, I'm blasting it upstairs in his crib. His mom outside driving the lawnmower like, turn it up louder, turn it up louder. So I'm like, oh hell yeah, this shit gonna be cold. And then he came back and put a little mix on it. We sent it to B, he chopped it up and we dropped it, bro. We knew like right away this was perfect for the summer. So, but it came at a time when we was celebrating, like it was a good moment. We was going into a new situation. So we should celebrate.
Benz S-Class.
Money, money, make my pain go away. Gucci umbrella. I'ma pull up in the Benz. Shawty brought all of her friends. I know that they all wanna party. I just want all of the M's.
I think over the next couple months, we'll probably transition into like partnering with a bigger machine. I don't know who, or, you know, I can't say who. But we'll probably transition into like some type of distribution or something like that just to have, you know, more power behind streams. But right now, we're trying to book this tour, bro. That's all me and you want to do is get out on the road. I got the 2 EPs like I talked about, so the front half, you getting an exclusive, nobody's heard this.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
hey, I'm trying to get it.
I just thought about that like that. So the front half of the EP is called Funny Thing Is, and then the back half is called We're All Cursed. So the funny thing is, if you listen to what I'm rapping about throughout the whole thing, like it starts off, the first song is called Glory, and it starts off by saying like drugs in the hood, it's an epidemic. The funny thing is, I had a hand in that shit. Like it's playing on like, this was my environment and I played in it, but I don't necessarily think that was the right way. Like I still switched up and did some other shit. Right. So it's like both sides of the fence, I guess, playing that shit. I don't knock you for living this life because I understand it, but I know it's another way to get out here and hustle so you can apply that to a bunch of other shit. So that's what Funny Thing is about, and it's about the transition of like realizing that going from Chicago to LA and realizing how to move through the industry. And then We're All Cursed start with New Wave, which is just like this super club, like EDM trap. I can't even describe
Hodgepodge.
Yeah, exactly. But we play that and people go crazy. It's not out yet, but that's the main joint I would say at the labels. Like when we play that one, that's the one where they're like, okay, yeah, like, you know, we want to
get it started.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like as soon as that play, after everything, like, oh, okay, so be on the lookout for that New Wave coming soon.
Oh,
Exclusive. Ooh.
I appreciate you.
So yeah, we shooting a video to that, and another joint from that side of the project too. And then I should have a documentary coming from San Juan for 100 days. It's a husky outside. Shouts out to that. No, so Sam with the Cam is working on a documentary. Go to the front part of Funny Thing Is. So you'll get a documentary and videos.
That's lit. That's lit. So I appreciate it. Hey, yo, B, you over there, you chilling, man. You got anything you want to say? Come over here and, you know what I'm saying, holler at the people you want to. One more time, I appreciate you, my dog. Sorry, I'm going to let you holler at her real quick.
Champagne being in the building.
We appreciate you guys having us downtown. DJ,
Right here,
thank
okay.
you.
Boston,
Small
Los
shop,
Angeles.
Let them know, man. Let them know.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Just give them the
What y'all need?
everything. We need everything. You know what I'm
Alright,
saying?
so boom. I hit the corner. Shorty said, no, I'm playing.
Mile in my shoes, you could never survive. All of these hoes keep on calling my line. Do not disturb, no text back, no reply. Do not disturb, no text back, no reply. I'ma pull up in the Benz. Shawty brought all of her friends. I know that they all wanna party. I just want all of the M's. But you know, wait, cause you know, I know that they all wanna party. Yeah, I just want all of the M's.